Alright, let's see how that does. Alright, so far it looks like stream health is healthy. That's good. Alright, I think we are good to go ahead and start now. Alright. So we're doing this again.
Your stream still says Mario Kart World.
Arg. Alright, Twitch, what are you doing? Let's go ahead and... Thank you for catching that. I thought I had changed that, but let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Done. Alright, I'm gonna hit refresh. Oh, there we go. I think that fixed it. There we go. I think that fixed it. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Thanks for catching that.
Of course.
Alright, so we are actually starting American McGee's Alice again, only this time I have a co-host. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Greetings, mortals! It is I, the Mistress Dove of the Mistress Dove YouTube channel. You may recognize me for... fuck knows what else. Honestly, no, I don't know what your audience would know me for. I mean, granted, the reason we started talking was because I was promoting your stuff through my accounts, if you remember.
Oh yeah.
Because I get into this habit of finding smaller chat. Okay, my fiance's in the chat.
Hey yo, is this Dove Broad single? I don't know, you'll have to ask her.
Yeah. That's my fiance. So what I have this habit of trying to find smaller channels that do similar-ish topics and content to what I do, and then I try to promote that because, like, you know. Yeah. It's not like I'm significantly large or anything, but you know.
Yeah.
I find that it's just healthier and better to be trying to like make connections with like the smaller channels than trying to like suck up to channels that are astronomically higher than me. Especially when they do not need my help.
I gotcha. Yeah, we cover a kind of a few of the same things on YouTube. We have a lot.
Yeah, a couple.
Let me see. I think you covered. Let's see here. I want to say I might be. I can barely hear whoever's talking. Oh, hang on. Let me turn you guys up. Right.
Yeah, you might want to turn me up. I noticed that too when I peeked into the stream myself.
Let me actually... I'll turn this up and then I'll turn... Where's the call at? Where's the sound settings on this thing? It's been a while since I've done this. Alright, I've got my microphone set all the way up. It's been a while since I've had a co-host on here. Let me see if...
Mine's the loudest it'll go on my end, so everything's up to you at that point.
Alright, let me turn up the output volume. Maybe that'll help on Discord. Alright, try to say something now.
Sure. So did you know
that when it snows?
Yeah. Did you know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
That's what I've been told, yeah.
Did you also know, perhaps, that I'm a loser, baby? A loser, goddamn baby. I'm a fucked up little whiny bitch.
I have never heard that song before. Who sings that?
Oh, that's from Has Been Hotel.
Oh.
You're gonna have to deal with my references a lot if you're gonna have me here.
Okay, no, I think I can make that work.
I mean, if you saw my collab with Rennie Ultra Fox, you'd know that a consistent bit whenever I show up in other people's places is that I will not stop making esoteric references to other things.
Nah, I don't think that'll be a problem.
That's good. It's good. Freaking Scott the Waz over here.
Oh, where?
Oh, sorry. No, I just assumed you got that often, considering, you know, skinny white guy with short dark hair.
And glasses. Don't forget the glasses.
This is true. There's like a genre of Scott the Waz joke about how nondescript everything about his appearance is.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so do we all know what happens in this version of Alice or no? I'm just looking in chat. Do you have chat open? Do you need chat open?
Yeah, no, I can see it.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, no, I'm familiar with it. I know you're familiar with it, Hun. And Morpheus is, I'm pretty, at least semi-familiar with it, I feel.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask, where'd you get the how'd you come up with the username?
Let me see here. Well, I wanted it to be an alliteration. Let's see. Mad because, I don't know, I just like the way it sounds. And Morpheus, I don't know if you're even old enough to remember this, but, actually not the Matrix, if you can believe that. I don't know if you are familiar with the peer-to-peer file sharing service.
I'm vaguely familiar. I'm 26.
Yeah. Well, that's where I got it from.
I'm not sure if you're old enough. Fucking, how old did you think I was?
No comment. That's
This
a joke.
bitch.
I'm just joking. I'm trying to see if like there's any like images of that file sharing program. Okay, okay, so this is kind of sort of what it looked like.
You know, if you feel crazy enough, you could do nightmare mode.
Ugh. Those last couple of levels are gonna be hell if I try that.
Like I said, if you're crazy enough.
Maybe someday when I'm feeling spicier. Alright, where is...
Wake up, Dormy. It's time for the tea party.
Oh, I just realized that's a link, not a...
I've got one. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Oh, look out, we got a retcon.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear. You must save Alice. Wake up, Alice. Wake up.
Hey, y'all in chat, please let me know. Keep me posted, how this all sounds.
Mom. Father.
Communication's very crucial.
Get out, Alice. Save yourself, Alice. Get out of the house.
Poor dear. After all
Everything
these
sounds
years,
fine, thank you.
Maybe that old rabbit will bring her around.
It's always a nightmare trying to get the sound settings just right.
No, it is. Stock scream.
Yeah. Also, this is looking like the spooky Godmother special. Scary Godmother?
Yeah, yeah. I'm absolutely sure that's what he meant.
Yeah. So I was gonna try to do the quote-unquote remastered version of this game, but every time somebody speaks in a cutscene, there's this weird glitch,
Please
like right
don't
here.
dawdle, Alice.
Everything
We're very
except
late
where the
indeed.
text box is would freeze when somebody speaks.
That's odd.
Yeah, and it only does that with OBS trying to record it or stream it.
You've gone quite mangy, Cat.
Fascinating.
But your grin's a comfort.
And you've picked up a bit of an attitude. Still curious and willing to learn, I hope.
Hi, Ghostface.
Wonderland's become quite strange. How is one to find her way?
As knowing where you're going is preferable to being lost, ask. Rabbit knows a thing or two, and I myself don't need a weather vane to tell which way the wind blows. Let your need guide your behavior. Suppress your instinct to lead. Pursue, Rabbit.
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna go well. Alright, looks like we're on a stick now. Oh, where's my...
Notice you started with a little bit of health missing.
A little bit, yeah. I wonder if that's relevant. Interesting. Oh, because they have to show you the health pickups, the meta essence.
Our
know.
land is destroyed.
That's
Our
my theory.
spirit crushed.
Reminds
Classic
me of the
stuff.
asylum. Is there no joy here?
Slavery and happiness do not dwell in the same house.
That's an interesting voice for that dwarf man.
When the path is problematical, consider a leap of faith. Ride the wind.
I think that you actually get an achievement for, hold on, where is it? Right here. I've already unlocked it, but if you glide on wind here and hold it for, I think it was 7 minutes straight, you get an achievement for that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Stir up no trouble, stranger. The Red Queen's agents are ruthless.
I'm not afraid of her or her creatures. Never was, really. You should stand up to them.
Defiance is useless. While the Queen reigns, only death can release us from this misery.
Or her death, I suppose.
Meta essence is the life force of Wonderland. That of your
Yep,
enemies
there it
is
is.
especially potent. Collect what you can.
You could call it the
Use
powerhouse
wisely.
of Wonderland.
Yeah. Roll
Much
up.
like the mitochondria.
I wonder if that ever comes up in Parasite Eve. Being the powerhouse of the
I-
cell and all that.
I was gonna say, I feel like it probably should.
Yeah.
Your knife is necessary, but not sufficient. Always collect what's useful. Reject only your ignorance, and you may survive.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the knife is mapped to the triggers on the Xbox button, or Xbox controller, excuse me. Oh, there's the throw on the left trigger, and where's it? There it is. Yeah, look at that. Look at that mighty sweep.
Ventus backhand swing.
Yeah.
Everyone seems completely dejected. Are things really as bad as all that?
The truth would reduce you to a blubbering baby. Are you the savior Rabbit has been telling us about all this time?
I shouldn't think so. I'm a person. And just now, I wish to get very small. About this big.
Calls for serious twisting. You'll need to go sideways, not forward. If I knew
Sideways, eh?
how, I'd go
I never saw that
sideways
movie.
myself.
Not twisted, small. I wish to become about this big.
The fortress of doors holds such secrets, but it will take more than a wish to get inside.
Doors have locks. Locks need keys, which you don't
I know,
have.
Jojo.
Let's hope the doors are open.
And if not, there may be more than one way to skin a cat, if you'll pardon the expression.
Most unpleasant metaphor. Please avoid it in future.
I wish I could find some of the frickin' action figures that this game had. friggin'
Oh yeah, the toy line for fucking the Alice franchise is weirdly prolific.
Yeah. I actually saw some in the wild, like back in the day. Oh, that's where I ultimately have to go, is through here. Oh, hello. Oh, there you go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why this game has an M rating.
Oh, I thought it
it's-
was all the, I thought it was all the conversations about mental health.
Oh, maybe, actually. Actually, that could probably be a reason why. Yeah, I actually did find some of the action figures out in the wild back when this game
Only
was
a few
first making the
find
rounds.
the way. Some don't recognize it when they do.
It was the Tweedledee and Tweedledum set. I was at the mall with
That
my,
makes sense.
I was at the mall with my mom when I was like 11. She said it looked freaky.
Rabbit
Yeah,
told
'cause it
us
did.
a champion
Oh, yeah.
would come. Are you that champion?
Perhaps. Can you get me
Should've-
inside the fortress
should've
of
bought it.
doors?
That would have been
Oh
awesome.
no,
Honest-
I wouldn't dare.
Hindsight's a
Since the
bitch.
upheaval, we've all
It sure
become
is.
gutless halfwits. I can barely risk crossing the road. But make your way to the mines, the deepest pit. There's one wiser and braver than myself who might help. He still lives free.
We're gonna get into it later, but just the atmosphere that this game has, just the art style. it's
Every adventure
impeccable.
requires a first step.
Oh yeah, 100%, especially with the music.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was one of the dudes from, I want to say 9 Inch Nails that did the music for this game. It's just legendary. Hey, let's head into the Urmine.
Ha!
Yeah, I see what you did there, game. Oh, and just like that, the level's over.
No more dementia.
Hanging ropes are as good as step ladders to those who know how to use them.
Like, okay, look, like that over there. How it looks like a pair of legs running on a wheel. That's clever.
Yeah.
Once we get to the Hatter's dimension, that's when it starts to really get like really stylish, but also kind of screwed up at the same time.
Screwed up is stylish in its own right.
True. Hey, you.
Why do you pursue me to this deserted place?
To benefit from your wisdom.
Even blurred vision is valued by the blind. If I were clever, would I cower in this slag heap? I'm not wise.
No, the
girl.
slag heap is in the second game.
I've just grown old.
Huh.
I wish to get very small, no bigger than a mouse. Do you know how I might do that?
Only that? Oh yes, I could manage that. For a price.
Yeah, if you're
I
good
have
at something,
nothing
don't
of
do it for
value.
free.
You have nerve and your health. Mine are nearly gone. I've seen too much suffering, and I smoke too much, you see.
What must I do?
Well, that last one you
In
control,
the
man.
Guard's compound, a particularly rough diamond holds a key. Retrieve it. I will repay the favor.
Oh, a red diamond. Alright, let's see how we do with just the knife. Oh, never mind, another cutscene. Okay, yeah, it's this cutscene. Oh, by the way, I don't have control over this. This is a cutscene, so anything that happens isn't my fault. It's not me being bad at the game, kids.
I like that you felt the need to clarify that.
Oh, good thing we jumped off on time. She needed to jump off. That's good. Alrighty. Oh, hello. There we go. That. Oh, we get a new weapon. Is that the cards? Yes, it is. I actually remember finding these very useful.
52 pickup is a staple of juvenile humor, but when the deck slices and dices, it's no laughing matter.
Okay, it's this door. Alrighty then. Now I might actually stand a chance. What's good is that you can still move.
I've waited a long time for this.
What's up?
No, it's just you had the cards. I was doing the bit.
No.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Oh yeah. Gambit. Ooh,
Yeah.
Now that's what I call card-on-card violence. Oh, Jesus. I don't recall the card guards being this scary. Or I don't remember getting caught off guard as much. Oh, there goes my magic. You know what would have been helpful is if you could like upgrade the amount of magic you have, just so you're not constantly running out of it. I feel like if you could like upgrade your maximum amount, that would help out with like the better weapons you get later. I just think that would be useful.
Yeah, you're almost fucked.
Yes, I am. Oh, there I go.
Well, almost turned into you're fucked very quick.
Let me see, where was my autosave? Did I have an autosave? I don't think I did. Oh, yes I did. Okay.
Hanging ropes are as good as step ladders to those who
That's
know
okay, I
how
don't
to
have far to
use
go.
them.
Why do you pursue me to this
Why?
deserted place?
Oh, we might have to sit through that cutscene again. Oh, no we don't. Nice. Get over here, bitch. Slice. There we go. Jesus, that's gross. Oh, it just stays there. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
There it goes. Give me that.
52 pickup is a staple of juvenile humor, but when the deck slices and dices, it's no laughing matter.
Give me all of the essence like that, and then I will take the key again, and then I will try that section again. There you go, you're not gonna catch me off guard twice. Guess we can try the secondary fire on this thing. Or not. Ow. Oh, I could just, go straight to the exit.
You have the key.
That works.
Very resourceful. Rabbit's confidence is not misplaced. He is no fool.
I certainly hope he is not.
Use the key to free my clan from the oppressive burden they carry.
The
Any
key.
fight against the Queen's tyranny is a good fight. They've suffered.
I'm sure I'm very sorry for them, sir. Really, I am. But what about me getting small?
No, this isn't the school level yet. Not yet, because, that level is... Oh, there's one. I was about to say the school level's where we see the insane children. But there's one right there, and I don't know how he got there. I'm not gonna ask.
Don't ask questions you're not prepared to handle the answer to, type shit.
Yeah. Actually, I have that on
There's
my
a school
Steam library
inside
somewhere.
the fortress where you'll find certain items for creating.
Battle for Bikini Bottom isn't on
will make
Steam.
you small.
What
The
items exactly?
remake is.
Oh. I try to forget that Rehydrated exists.
Oh, was it not a good one?
I don't like the remake. I have very strong opinions about Rehydrated.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll say the later games Purple Lamp made under the IP were good when they stopped when they stopped just remaking other people's work but worse and started making their own shit. So you know.
Interesting.
Yeah. The main problem I have with Rehydrated just comes down to the fact that, one, it feels like a very corporate repaint of a game that felt not like that originally. And you mix that with the fact that they do this thing where they try to mix, like, more 2000s classic game design with modern, like, graphical sensibilities without really understanding how to mesh those two. So it just doesn't flow well. A good example of this is that they added a bunch of additional, like, set dressing to terrain, and that additional set dressing has collision, including tiny rocks on the pathways, which includes tiny rocks on pathways that you're supposed to roll the bubble bowl on. The bubble bowl that disappears whenever it makes contact with anything with collision. Because they didn't think the decision through.
Oh, we didn't think this through.
Yeah, Rehydrated's one of those, like, remakes that feels half-heartedly done because of, like, what feels to me very corporate reasoning. Which in this case is, they saw a two birds of one stone thing of remaking what is undoubtedly the most critically acclaimed SpongeBob game and releasing it at what was supposed to be around the same time as a new movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but
God,
then, you know...
Sponge on the Run, or...
Yeah, Sponge on the Run. But then the parallelogram happened, and as a result, the movie got delayed, but the game didn't get delayed. So, you know, the game didn't have... They weren't allowed to, like, maybe refine it or make it better or any of that, and Rehydrated just... The only thing I can really say about Rehydrated that I'd give it any credit to is it opened the door for Purple Lamp to make later games like Cosmic Shake and the Tide of Titans.
Yeah.
Which without the restriction of, you know, being in this weird middle ground of basically having to copy someone else's homework without understanding what made it work, and instead just writing their own essay, you actually get to see their strengths shine out instead of having them basically fumble and trip over their dicks trying to make a game that they don't know how to make.
I'm gonna say...
And granted, you know, Rehydrated is far from the worst remake I've had to sit through. The Crash Insane trilogy is right there, but you know, my strong opinions about the Insane trilogy being bad aside. Did you load a save on accident?
Yep, I hit the wrong button.
This dude.
They have the load mapped to A and save mapped to X.
Intriguing.
Oh, well, I didn't have far to go. But at least we get to see this again. Where is it?
From a mechanical standpoint, it makes sense to give Alice a sort of devil trigger thing.
Yeah.
Even though it's activated by a context-sensitive environmental thing and not a thing you can activate at any time when a meter is full, which doesn't really make it a devil trigger in the mechanical sense, but you get the idea. I do wonder what it is meant to represent, like, symbolically for Alice's mental state and character, though. Because, you know, the idea is that Wonderland is a, you know, a manifestation of abstract emotions and thoughts going on in her head. So I wonder what that could hypothetically represent.
It looks like she's getting pepper sprayed.
It does.
Alright, this time I'm actually gonna press the right button. There we go.
because like, you know, it's like Wonderland again. It's meant to represent Alice's mental state, and as a result, a lot of the things within it reflect what's on her mind, how she's feeling, her thoughts, and most importantly for this narrative, the trauma and guilt that she feels.
Yeah.
The Queen being a literal manifestation of Alice's own self-hatred, and it's only by defeating the Queen is Alice able to find peace mentally until Manus Returns decides, no, actually, she's not find peace yet. And then we have to accommodate for that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I have some thoughts on that as well.
Oh yeah, Alice, American McGee's Alice was very clearly a game designed with the idea of being one game.
Yeah.
And as a result, to sort of follow it up with a sequel, you kind of have to do some finagling to make that work.
Yeah. Let's see if I still remember the answer to this puzzle. I think it was... Oh. I just got the pop-up for follow. It's Piggy Hill screaming. Oh, I hate
nice.
these things. I hate these things. I hate these things. Ugh. I don't have my
oh yeah,
soundboard up.
the last time you were streaming this, these things were beating your ass.
Yeah. They are.
They're beating your ass in the quote. They're beating your ass in the quote retweets.
They are.
Ah, no, not this. Oh, we're all the way back here. Fuck.
Yeah, this part's a little bit slow, so I'm gonna have to.
Something I find interesting about the original American McGee's Alice is that it's so distinctly a PC game.
Yeah.
Like, not just in terms of, like, visuals, but just general feel.
Yeah, and, like, the controls and stuff.
Yeah, it's that, and it's like the camera angle, the way the character's weight feels, the controls, the general way things like saving works, where you save anywhere, the general like graphics and visuals, and it's like, you know, you have a lot of games that sort of, like a lot of PC games in like the late 90s sort of have this look to them.
Yeah, they do.
The Turf Wizard games on PC felt sort of like this too.
Turf Wizard.
Harry Potter.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, T-E-R-F. I was thinking
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not that fun. It's just very depressing.
you know, you don't have to apologize for nothing.
According to Joanne, I need to be hung by the gallows.
And Joanne can get hung herself.
In Terraria. It's like the in Minecraft bit.
Proper order of things is often a mystery
Terraria.
to me.
Is that game any good?
I don't know. I've never played Terraria.
Oh.
People compare it a lot to Minecraft, and I don't really like Minecraft, so I haven't played Terraria. But then Terraria fans tell me that it's nothing like Minecraft, so it's this weird middle ground where I'm like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go from this. Careful.
These are the guys that would beat my ass in the quote retweets.
Yeah.
No, these guys are actually genuinely annoying.
Yeah, they're flying everywhere, and especially early on, you don't have a whole lot of solutions to counter that.
Yeah. I think their scream can actually knock you off of stuff.
Castlevania knockback be like...
Yeah. Slice. I like how in the second game the
Not
guards
good.
are all zombies. Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, because you killed so many of them.
Yeah. Queensland in the sequel was actually really good, I think.
If there's one, like, again, as much as iffy as I am about Returns from a narrative standpoint, solely as, like, a holistic viewpoint of how, you know, Returns fits in alongside the original,
Yeah.
I think Madness Returns really did up the ante in regards to, like, the visual presentation of Wonderland.
Yeah.
And I fuck heavy with that. Also, giving Alice different outfits that account for the different parts of the game she's in is very fetch, and I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked it too. Would you go so far
very
as to
iconic.
say that that is so fetch? Oh, damn it. Alright, where's the door? I need it. Get me out of here. Oh, Jesus. That's it. Oh, wow. They followed my ass down here. Eat my... Oh, I'm all out of magic too. Awesome. These guys are here to kick my ass, and chew bubblegum, and they're all out of bubblegum.
Dookie, if you don't Dookie, you Nukie. If you play, it's like that fucking magazine ad that's like, if you don't play Duke Nukem 64, if you don't play Duke Nukem 3D, you like men. If you do play Duke Nukem 3D, you like men. You like men.
I don't remember that.
Oh no, I'm just adding to the bit, because like, the original magazine ad unfortunately falls into what I only describe as late 90s homophobia. Where it's just like, if you don't play Duke Nukem 3D, you like men. But I've seen edits where it's like, if you do play Duke Nukem 3D, you like men. You like men. It's like, funny.
Yeah. Are we still in the fortress? Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the opening to the school level. There it is. That precarious, rickety school. Looks like it's been through a fire itself. Almost. Oh.
It does look like that.
We'll see more of it when we get to the Hatter's Domain, but this game, it just absolutely just oozes style out of every last orifice.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant at it.
Like, I will never stop singing the praises of the visual presentation of this game.
Oh yeah, no, it looks great.
Get over here. They should give you a, like a bonus or something if you actually throw the knife at something and hit it. Like, they should, like, actually have it do more damage. Oh shit, it only took me 2 hits to get him. Holy moly. I can't believe I actually did that. Alright, that's where I ultimately have to go.
Entering school requires a real leap of logic.
Alright, that's where I ultimately have to go. I just want to see if there's anything in here. Aside from this really nicely rendered wall, it doesn't look like there is, so I'm going to go on ahead and head back to school. Oh, so nice of the game to just let me have that one. That cat has the voice of a sex god, what the fuck? Hey, little guy.
The
Insane children.
is he good, or is he gonna keep looking like the guy from Second Sight?
I've never played that. Is that game any good?
It is. It's very interesting. It's from the people who made Time Splitters.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out. I think, Oh, oh Jesus. Oh, they almost knocked me off of the edge. I think it's on GOG for real cheap, or goes for real cheap all the time.
I'll have to check. The original Dead Space is on GOG for very cheap right now. It's like $7.
Oh, nice.
By the way, please save before you go much further.
Yep. X button. There we go.
You consistently keep forgetting to do that.
You'd be amazed.
I'm not. I actually expect this from you at this point.
Here's a riddle. When is a croquet mallet like a billy club?
I had no idea the second site
Whenever you want it
was
to
made by the
be.
Time Splitters guys. Dope. Oh!
You can really tell when you look at the character models and animations, you can tell.
I think, Oh, I think I have the, Time Splitters Rewind actually downloaded.
That makes sense.
I gotta check that. So I think they have... If I'm not mistaken, I think they have the whole first, game story on there. I think. I'll have to look. I think I have Time Splitters 2 on my Xbox here.
There's a bit more to do than you suggested, don't you think?
No need for sarcasm. I admit my memory's not what it was. But I'm here now. Try to amend its deficiencies. The library contains a recipe for the potion.
Oh yeah, this is where we have to
Book
get
of
the,
bizarre names.
the shrink
Oh
potion.
no!
That's why we
Run!
make it. Oh, hey, look who's here. Yeah, this game was made with, I think, the Quake engine? I think?
As opposed to Madness Returns, which is made on good on Unreal.
Unreal 3.
Yep.
Yeah, Unreal
The same
3.
You know this because the same Unreal Engine 3 was also used for Shadows of the Damned, which was being developed at the same time in...
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Shadows of the Damned was another game being developed by an auteur creator that was being published by EA at the time.
Oh, fun. I actually have...
Yeah.
I actually have my PS3 copy, but I'm gonna wait and, get... Okay, would you know if the remaster for that is any good?
Yeah, Hella Remastered is really good for Shadows of the Damned.
Okay, good. Because I had my eye on that one.
Fun story.
Yeah.
Shadows of the Damned is owned by Grasshopper now. EA just gave them the rights back.
Oh, that's awesome.
As a result, the remaster was entirely handled in-house by Grasshopper, and as a result, it's really good. Hell, it still runs in Unreal Engine 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And I bring this up because the same year we got to see what a Grasshopper game remaster not done by Grasshopper looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And that was bad.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, everyone does. I make a point to bitch about how badly Repop fumbled any chance I get.
You know what? I never played the original. I'm gonna have to see if I can find like a copy of the original for a reasonable price.
You should.
Yeah. I need to. I just kind of missed the train on that one.
If you can help it, try to get it on 360 just because, 360, PS3, you know how this works.
Yeah, I do.
It's a fairly common thing that third-party games that are on both platforms are usually run better on 360 between the two.
Yeah. Something about the PS3 actually kind of being kind of hard to develop for if you weren't already intimately familiar with the machine.
Yep. And sometimes PS3 ports could be very worst-case scenario, Bayonetta 1. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard.
Hell,
Yeah, go ahead.
even some games developed exclusively for the PS3 had rough spots. Drakengard 3 can't go 5 minutes without lagging.
Yeah. steps to enlightenment brighten
I
the
should
way,
probably
but
save
the
right here because this is
steps
going to
are
require a lot
Take
of
them one
jumping.
at a time.
Honestly, yeah, you probably should.
Oh, hang on. Oh boy.
That's what.
They got here fast this time. It hasn't even been an hour. Let me go ahead and find... That was on Twitch chat, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's go right ahead and get rid of that shiz. Delete and get out of here.
Be gone, bot!
And there was much rejoicing. The evil has been defeated. There we go. Oh, hello. Smack. 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 You know, this is actually a pretty alright melee weapon.
Yeah.
I did save, right? I should probably save.
Just do it again, just in case.
Yeah. Oh, let me do it again just to keep safe. Asshole.
Save now, or risk having to do it again.
Yeah. I've played that.
Yeah, I know you have. That's why if you've played fucking Oogie's Revenge, you know that fucking sentence.
Oh, yeah. It's probably the one thing that's burned into your brain.
Well, that and this is Halloween.
Oh, yep. You know they play that in the end credits, too? Oh, shit. Okay, that didn't look good. You know, despite that, though, I don't know about you, but I kind of actually liked that game.
Oogie's Revenge is good.
It is.
It has a very competent team. A lot of people who worked on it have a prior experience with 3D action games. It makes sense that it's a good game. And in fact, my favorite thing is if you go through the credits long enough, you'll realize that a lot of the people that worked on Oogie's Revenge would later go on to work on Devil May Cry 4, and the ones that didn't do that left Capcom to work at Platinum and worked on the original Bayonetta.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
And it makes a lot of sense because certain mechanics from Oogie's Revenge would later get refined and brought over to those two games respectively. The Soul Robber was essentially retro-fitted and refined into the Devil Bringer, Nero's demon arm that he uses to stretch out and grab things.
Yeah.
And then with Bayonetta 1, the entire thing Bayonetta does, where if she dodges too much, she leaps up in a flourish and it leaves you open and punishes you for spamming dodge. That was in Oogie's Revenge first. Jack Skellington had the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Just stuff like that. Stuff that carries over because similar development team, because a lot of the same people on the teams. Fun stuff.
There's some trivia for you.
There's no lock, but it won't
Huh,
open.
yeah.
It's stuck.
Treat it like a Chinese box or a stubborn lid. A tap in the right spot might do the trick.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just push this thing off the edge onto the floor like 3 stories below us. No F's given.
You call that a tap?
None whatsoever.
I didn't suggest force. You might have pulverized it.
Alrighty, save. Alright, let's do it. Now. I think I need to go down here. There it is.
Mushrooms, poppies, sugar and spice. All those things are very nice. When combined, the proper mixture makes a getting small elixir. I don't really like sweets.
She likes cake though, because the second game made a point.
Listen.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, listen here, bitch. You're gonna have to deal with that. We have work to do.
Oh, these guys again.
Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Alright. Not the problem.
Just keep going. I'll be right back.
No problem. There you go. Oh, demon dice. Yes.
Ah, the diabolical dice. A word of caution, don't throw them when you're alone. The fiends lack loyalty, and their notion of nourishment is quite disturbing.
So what you're saying is, these hoes ain't loyal. Oh, God. These guys again. Can't you go, like, 5 seconds? Oh. This game can't go more than 5 seconds without throwing these banshee fuckers at me. Load. Get over here, you jerks. There you go. Now give me your meta essence so I can... Oh, you dick! Oh, now what? Smash, smash. Oh, 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 that's awesome. Ow. Give me that. Maybe I should try throwing the dice when I get them. Oh, boy. Oh, okay, alright.
Dice. A word
It
of
replenishes
caution,
my health
don't
and my
throw them
magic.
when you're
That's good.
alone. The fiends lack
Very nice,
loyalty,
very
and
nice,
their notion
donkey.
of nourishment is quite disturbing.
Alright, you jerks. Go. Ugh. Get. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm on the other side, so I should be okay. I'm in a much better place. Fight back. Just as long as these guys don't get behind me, or... Okay, welcome back. Let's see. Xeron Blast, welcome back. What's going on is that we need to find the ingredients to make a shrinking elixir. And we are in... I think we're still in the school. I think the ingredients are all here, so we're basically just trying to fight our way through it, get the ingredients, and make that, fucking shrinking elixir. And, I'm constantly getting bombarded by these Banshee enemies. They are still beating my ass in the DMs. Or the, QRTs. Oh, you know what? Let's try the dice. Let's see what these do. Come on, go. Go. Come on. Oh, you dick. Go. Turn off the snake eyes. Oh, here we go. What do we get? Do we get nothing? What the hell? Yeah, these dice aren't working. That would have been a good time to use them. We get a companion to help us fight. I'll take this. If I recall, this level actually gets a little bit confusing because there's like a infinite corridor. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's this. It's like an infinitely looping corridor of sorts. Let's see, that's 3rd grade. And then I think if I go through here, it's 2nd grade. It's just those two repeating. Okay, I think this is where we ultimately have to go. Oh, I want to show you guys this real quick. These are scattered all throughout the game, but I just thought this kind of looked cool. Look at that. It's got an eyeball for a pendulum. I don't know, I just thought that was neat. One of many instances of this game's just immaculate style. Can I go in here? No, I can't. So let's go back out. Yeah, okay, so the chemistry set here, I think this is why I ultimately have to come back here. Oh, no. Oh, wow, I actually managed to not get hit by that. 3rd grade. Oh, yep. Smack. Oh, we get another, in case we missed it the first time, there's another, cocaine mallet. I wonder if it'll, fully charge my mana if I grab it. Nice.
Here's a riddle. When is a croquet mallet like a billy club? I'll tell you, whenever you want it to be.
Yeah, and we get the little descriptor right there in case we missed it the first time. Oh, fuck, another banshee. Okay, chat room. Well, I hope y'all were coming out to see me get my ass beat by Boojum enemies, because that is exactly what you guys are gonna get tonight. That. Alright. Okay, poppy seeds, we're gonna need those. Or do I have to come back when I have them? Or I don't understand. I don't know. Skunkweed, and is that Comic Sans? Is that Comic Sans? Oh my god, I think that's Comic Sans. P. vulgaris, also Comic Sans. That's what it looks like. So is there anything over here? Oh, besides the croquet mallet. Maybe I just gotta go up more. Oh, hello. Smack. Hello. I'll take that. Even though I probably don't need it. Nope, can't go that way. I feel like I'm missing something. Ow. First grade. Oh, I haven't gone this way. Okay. I gotcha. I'm starting to get things. Alrighty, kids. Where is... oh. Okay. Alright, I remember this level. It hasn't been that long since I played this. And at the same time, it feels like it has been. So let's see how much of this I remember from my botched playthrough. Oh, it is Comic Sans. I had a feeling. Sure hope we don't run into more of those banshees up here, because this would be a really bad place to run into them. I'm gonna save, just to be on the safe side. Okay. If I could just time this, I can... There we go.
The gymnasium should be safe. Guards never exercise, can't afford to lose the weight.
I never cared for sports at school. I don't have to put on a pinny, do I?
No, it wouldn't suit you. I've recalled one of the potion's ingredients. Mushrooms, lovely texture. What's that?
As long as it's not more of those oh, fuck. There it is. That's what I was afraid of. Ow. You see, you start panicking, and then you start making mistakes. I really don't like those enemies. Have I mentioned that at all? Like, at all? They show up so early and so frequently.
The gymnasium should be safe. Guards never exercise, can't afford to lose the weight.
Alright, you dicks. Ow. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go over this way. If that's okay with everybody. Oh, it's locked me in, isn't it? Damn it. Oh. They got me, kids. Load. I should probably grab that, whatever this thing is, so I can Hulk out and, maybe have a better chance of taking him out.
Gymnasium should be safe. Guards never exercise, can't afford to lose the
Oh.
weight.
Okay, never mind. Go. That's 3 against 1. That's not fair. That doesn't even begin to be fair. Alright. Maybe I should grab this first, and then...
How fine you look when dressed in red. Your enemies are fortunate.
Let's give that a try and see if that works in my favor.
And you're lucky too. Red eyes suit so few.
The gymnasium should be safe.
Alright.
Guards never exercise, can't afford to lose the weight.
Alright, you jerks. Let's give this a try and see how this works for me. There we go. That's much better. Okay, I guess that was the answer. What the hell did I just drop? There we go. You know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna save. Okay, so that opens, and will this open? Yes, it will. Okay, so that was the first grade route. Let me see if I can find... Shit. Get out of my face. Is that both of them? Okay, I think I got them both. Alright, now let's take a look and see if that second grade room has what we need. Because I think the idea is that I gotta go in each one and... Oh, hello. Oh shit, he's actually throwing hands. Let him go. Get his ass. Damn, he's actually kind of holding his own. There we
You're
go.
fortunate I passed by.
Meaning what?
Y'all see
I
that?
was about to say you're lucky to have found me. Look, I found the last ingredient, sugared spice drops.
Whenever we meet up, seems like also find a bit more trouble. Seen any jumbo grow about?
There's a bit in that flask on the sideboard. You see, we're set. Bring back some poppy blooms and we'll mix up
Okay,
the potion.
now we gotta find the poppy seeds. Okay. Let me just grab this real quick. And now we go to the third grade room, right? I think that's right. There it is. There it is. Oh, I see what they did there. Now I guess we head back. Oh, hello? Oh, you dick! Gotcha, bitch. Oh, hello. These guys aren't too bad now, but when their explosive ammo gets introduced, that's when it starts to become a problem. There we go.
This condenser can mix the potion. Doesn't look like it's good for much else, though.
I don't know.
Now time to leave, but not as you came. Go by way of the observatory. This stars for your stellar performance. May open some doors for you.
I got a gold star. I also would have accepted a banana sticker. Oh, they were waiting for my ass. Alright, now which way do I go from here? I don't know, but I'll take this. Thank you very much. It's a full heal. And with that, I will go... this way, maybe? No, I don't think this is it. Mr. Saxo Beat, what's that? Yeah, no, this isn't it. That isn't a cool looking room, though. Remember, this is all in her head, so she's just making shit harder for herself. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's probably some, like, guilt, like, survivor's guilt at play here. What do you guys think? I don't think I go this way. No, this isn't it. Is that? No, that's the way I came. So then which way? Is it this way? Yep, okay, yep. The game's punishing me with, Banshee enemies, which means I'm going the right way. Okay. Smack. Smack. There we go. Let's save. Where's that save? There's save. Better save than sorry. Now, I think there was a door that I couldn't open before. Oh.
The door!
I just made a rhyme. I'm a poet, didn't know it's not Bob. Don't kill. Okay, good. There we go. That thing was getting ready to kill me before I was able to grab that heal. No, I might have had to take that lift. Where is it? There it is. I'm assuming this is where I go. There's a door somewhere. I got a gold star for my efforts. Oh, there it is. Hey, look at that.
Hey, you did it!
Yeah, there's enemies right there, which clearly means I'm going the right way.
That's usually what that means.
Excellent. That's the game's subtle way of telling you, go here, stupid. Smack. Smack. Don't need it, I'll leave it there in case I need it again. Ah. Yeah, the game, whenever there's a cutscene or something, there's like a 3 or 4 second little freeze, and I don't know if it's because this is, because of the port, or if it's because of my Xbox that I'm playing this on. Could be both, for all I know. Don't need that. Hey, maybe a little jerk. There we go. I am glad that every enemy that you take out drops heals. Kind of been screwed without it. Alice really out here turning trauma into fun level design. Yeah. And sometimes not so fun level design. Ooh, Pool of Tears. Oh, we're in the outdoor levels now. Is this the one with the really good music? Oh wait, that's probably the next one. Damn, we got here quick this time, didn't we?
Yeah. It's only been about an hour.
I'm looking at an hour and 10 minutes. Alright.
I said
nice.
about it.
Oh, hello. Yeah, so you were right. Oh.
I was like, that feels like a clear-cut warning.
We should probably save, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's save. Because I remember getting one-shotted here a lot. Oh, this is the... I think this is the level that introduces, like, the ants. Yeah, there he is. Look at his ass. That's actually a really cool looking anime, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Uh-oh. Don't land on me, please. Thank you. Get up. Get up. Oh, dear. Alice, are you gonna get up there, or am I gonna have to make you? Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know why I had to fight with it like that, but that's okay.
Who knows?
Oh, here comes another one. What am I doing? Okay, I guess I had to get back. Let's try that again.
So those rocks, like, kill you.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let's back up a bit and see if that helps. Okay, that seems to have helped. That appears to have been the right answer. If I had an F5 key, I would be using and abusing it right about now.
You don't have the FI keys?
No, because I'm playing this on Xbox.
Right, I forgot.
Oh, what's happening?
Bombs?
Yeah, bombs and a 50-foot drop. Oh. Okay, then.
Rope, lamp oil, bombs.
Did you see where somebody made like a really super detailed CGI like version of that?
Yeah, RTX on.
Yeah. Oh, that's not what I needed. I didn't need death.
No one really needs it, but it comes. Just wait.
Oh, these fly enemies. I remember these guys. They become real jerks after a while.
They look like ladybugs.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
Oh, the ants have guns. Oh, I forgot they do that.
What kind of alien ant farm were they developed on?
Not the good kind. I forgot these guys pick you up with their bayonets. So maybe long distance is the way to go.
They're like, I'm a chuckster, and then show you what that means.
Yeah. They also have no problem tossing you to your doom.
Yeah, just like the chucksters.
Yeah. Alright, what's a good weapon to handle these guys with? Ooh. Okay, clearly throwing the knife seems to have worked in my favor.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that
head.
did something, all right.
That thing's head just came flying off. Down you go. I'm gonna save.
Yeah, that's safe. Maybe saving.
Hey, you dropped something. This game just can't give credit. Like,
It's the more shoe bit from earlier.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh,
Link.
right, yeah,
I
yeah,
can't give credit.
Come back when you're a little richer.
What's all this then? Did someone die? Have you
What's
lost
all
your
this
family?
then? You can tell she's British. She said that shit.
Yep. Come on and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Nobility must be served, I suppose.
Stop that railing, won't you?
You're very cold-blooded for a mammal. I was almost soup.
Tragic, I'm sure, but I'm a bit pressed for time. Have you seen a rabbit?
Twitchy nose, shifty eyes, constantly consults his pocket watch. Most peculiar beast.
Insert the
But
meme
he's
image.
very dear to me. I must find
Yeah.
him.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Caterpillar could help, I'm quite certain.
This entire
He
game
knows
is basically
everything
what
there
it's
is to
like in the
know.
UK. I
And where
believe
does
it.
that smushy layabout hang his hooker these days?
I mean, it's gray
Since the
enough.
troubles began,
Yeah.
He's in hiding. I couldn't divulge the secret. I couldn't risk telling you without something in return.
Oh,
Risk
no.
nothing, gain nothing.
His whereabouts, then, for my shell. The Duchess won't
Ooh,
part with
we
it
get to fight the
willingly.
Duchess.
Then she must do it unwillingly. I'll teach her manners.
On some days, it
You
turns into
are
the Silent Hill
brave,
2 remake.
But I warn you, she treats everything as prey.
I bet.
Does that include monsters coming out when it starts storming really hard? I bet it does. Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely going to want to save before this part, because I remember this part. Before I do anything, though, I want to show this off real quick. The statue. It was so
That's-
iconic they had to recreate it in the sequel.
Yeah, it really goes. Also, the turtle you were talking to is voiced by Andrew Chaikin.
Yeah? What else does he do?
Well, he was a lot of different characters across multiple Telltale games.
Oh, really?
He's Grendel in the Wolf. He's Grendel in The Wolf Among Us, Carlos in the second season of The Walking Dead, Roman in the first season. He's Tycho in Poker Night at the Inventory.
Really?
He was the Back to the Future. Yeah, he was the Back to the Future Telltale Games voice for Biff Tannen, as well as Cliff and Riff Tannen.
Riff Tannen.
Yeah, he's multiple characters in Sam & Max. Well, specifically the third season. Like, he's the narrator. He's Mr. Paperweight. He's a couple more that I can't remember right now. He's a couple incidentals in the Tales of the Monkey Island, which is the Telltale Monkey Island.
Yeah.
He's the voice of Phony Bone in Telltale's Bone games, and he was one of the voices of Max in the Sam & Max games.
Oh, very cool.
I specify one of because season 1 had 2 voice actors that they actually they had a different voice actor for episode 1 and then updated it to match with the other one. It's not important.
So they went back and redid all of his voice work for the first game?
Yeah, I think Andrew Chaikin, I think, was the first Max, though, not the second one. He was also, unrelated to Telltale, but very hilariously, in the OVA for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Not the 2012 David Productions anime everyone's familiar with, but like the OVA from like 2003, 2004. He was Dio in that.
Very cool.
So that's a funny thing to just throw out there. You'll also hear him again in this game later, because he's also Tweedledee and Tweedledum in this game.
Oh, damn, that's range.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And the most hyper-specific I'm gonna say here is he was also several voices in the 2009 PC game based on the TV series Murder, She Wrote.
2009? Excuse me?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how Murder, She Wrote got a show in 2009, but I mean a PC game in 2009, but here we are.
Wow.
How do I know these things? Autism's the strongest answer. Lack of sleep, etc., etc.
Insomnia.
Insomniac Games. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I managed to get something working. I managed to get Ratchet and Clank, the first one, working. And I found a way to give myself a small little leg up in terms of monetary gain. Just so where it's not so much of a grind. Did I ever show you that? I think I posted about that on Blue Sky, where I found a way to give myself 11 million bolts before even finding Clank. Yeah, so I'm kind of on the side. I'm like doing like a semi-test run, semi-for-fun playthrough of the first game.
That makes sense.
Oh. Load. Damn, I was just getting my ass in there. Did they really have to put piranhas down here? Or at least, did they have to put so many of them down here?
I think it's to avoid you just skipping over the leaf.
Yeah. Alright, where are they coming from? There you are. Well, I mean, I got shit flying at me, so it's not like I wanted to abandon the leaf.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
What's that?
I'm just... don't worry about it.
Pal of Pals is saying that he knows a lot about Ocean software.
Oh, I know her.
Oh, yeah?
She's a friend of mine.
Got killed again. I got dead again.
And I can tell you don't know her.
Yeah. Do you also happen to know a lot about Ocean software?
No, but that's more a Pal's thing. Actually, I recognize every name in the chat right now. A lot of these are people that are either friends of mine or regular chatters in my streams.
Oh. Thank you all for, I want to thank you all for, stopping by on this one. Appreciate it. I appreciate y'all being here. We're playing the most festive video game of all time, clearly.
Yep.
I'll save here, just so I don't have to go so far back.
Yeah, and this is definitely going to be a multi-stream kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is a kind of a... I don't want to say it's a long game, but I don't think we're going to be able to knock out the whole thing in one stream, so...
Yeah, especially not since we started later than we intended to.
Yeah, I was doing stuff, like, holiday stuff, and then when I came home, I took a little bit of a nap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna be transparent about that.
No, you good. Plus, I gotta wake up in the morning, actually, because I got video stuff I'm putting out and, you know, other responsibilities.
Yeah.
So I knew going in we weren't going to be able to finish this tonight.
Oh well, it gives us an excuse to come back to it.
Yep.
That's the perfect excuse.
So true.
Although next time I will try to give a little bit more of a heads up to everybody involved.
Yeah, that's fair. I noticed there's a third spot open. What's that about?
Oh, that's just in case I have more than one co-host.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's where they go. When I commissioned the artwork, I just put 3 little slots there.
Sense.
Those mechanical ladybugs are still chasing after me. I'm gonna turn the effects,
Wow.
effects down.
They're exceptionally persistent. You could say that's a miraculous trait of theirs.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all that's all I think of when ladybugs come up. I keep humming the fucking theme song every time they show up.
Hey, there's Mock Turtle. Oh shit.
Fucking
I was supposed to grab that vine, wasn't I?
I'll do the test when things go wrong. I guess that is the turtle.
Oh, we get to see more of those guys later. Those roses that spit thorns at you. Dogs with bees in their mouths, and when they bark, they shoot bees at you. Oh, I forgot to mention, Girly Wolf Pup, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Anybody else that I forgot to, everybody else who followed or subscribed on YouTube, thank you so much for doing so. I apologize if I missed your name. But you should have got.
Do you have
Oh, go ahead.
Do you have a notification for when follows show up, like a thing?
Oh yeah, yeah, I've got that set up and ready to go. What the?
All right.
What the hell? I jumped for that vine. Arg, arg, arg. Yeah, I've got notifications set up for just about everything. I don't have subscribers enabled because I don't have the, like the, what's the word I'm looking for? The qualification, what's it, the minimum, like, requirements.
Requirements?
Yeah. I don't have that met, but that's okay. I'm not really doing this for, like, subs and stuff. I'm doing this just for fun.
The tracks.
Yeah. Get up. Alice, get out of the... There we go. I'm gonna save again just to be on the safe side, because this game likes to throw bullcrap at me every chance it gets.
Yeah?
Yeah. Alright, so that vine, I gotta grab it. Oh, what the hell? What hit me? Alright, let's try that again. Alright, for real this time, we're gonna do it. Oh, we missed. That's grisly.
Next time for sure.
I feel like that's from something. Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's from. It's a SpongeBob thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a SpongeBob quote.
I'll get to it eventually.
Eventually.
Okay, this is really finicky, but I'm gonna keep trying at it. There we go. I'm gonna save.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Alright, now where are we going? Oh, up there. Looks like we're going that way. It worked! It worked! The constant switching to saving after every minor progression in the game. Welcome back, Half-Life. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, you can tell this was a PC game.
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm a very big fan of the organ music in this level.
It's very nice.
Oh, time for a cutscene? Did we do it? Oh, that better not have been my Doom. A non-standard game over... Oh wait, no, it's the transition to the next level. Alright, now... I think this is where we actually fight those dogs with bees in their mouths and then they bark and shoot bees at you. By which I mean the giant roses.
Did you say bees?
Yeah. Bees. Oh my god.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off of the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Let's shake it up a little. Barry, breakfast is ready. Coming. Hang on a second. Hello? Barry? Adam? Can you believe this is happening? I can't. I'll pick you up. Look at Sharp. Use the stairs. Your father paid good money for those. Sorry, I'm excited. Here's the graduate. We're very proud of you, son. A perfect report card. All B's. Very proud. Ma, I got a thing going on here. You got lint on your fuzz. Ow, that's me. Wave to us. We'll be in row 118,000. Bye. Barry, I told you, stop flying to the house. I could keep the B-movie script thing going.
How long did it take for you to memorize all that?
A sad amount of time.
Do you think, at conventions, do you think Jim Cummings gets asked to do that a lot? The, B-movie intro?
Probably not as often, considering how large his thing is. Fucking Danica in the chat. I'd rather die than have you continue that bit. Well, now I have to keep it going. You said that.
Might as well. Give the people what they don't want.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Adam. It's like, hey, Adam. Hey, Barry. Is that fuzz gel? A little. Special day, graduation. Never thought I'd make it. 3 days grad school, 3 days high school. Those were awkward days. 3 days college. I'm glad I took a day and hitchhiked around the hive. You did come back different. Hi, Barry. Already growing a mustache? Looks good. Hear about Frankie? Yeah. You going to his funeral? No, I'm not going. Everybody knows, sting someone, you die. You don't waste it on a squirrel. Such a hothead. I guess he could have just gotten out of the way. I love this incorporating of amusement park into our day-to-day. That's why we don't need vacations. Boy, quite a bit of a pomp under the circumstances. Well, Adam, today... Okay. Oh, I got a Steam note. Oh, I guess Steam's working finally. Good for that.
Ooh, was it down?
It was down for most of the day.
Oh, wow. It's that Steam sale, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Plus, it is Christmas Eve, so that makes sense, too.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we got a new type of enemy here. Once it throws...
A new there is a new enemy in town.
Here comes a new challenger.
This user is also the opinion basher. I knew you'd sacrifice yourself for Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah, actually, shockingly, I get that reference. I
Yeah,
actually
I bet you
watched
do.
that line on... You know, I actually remembered that from watching it on TV. That line.
That's actually funny as hell.
Yeah.
Are you Canadian? You feel Canadian.
I wish. Dude, I wish I was Canadian.
Honestly, I get that.
Then I'd get all the ladies.
Yeah, you also would have to pay way more for video games, but also you can go get a checkup at a doctor and not mortgage your house as a response.
Yeah, not go bankrupt. Oh, damn it. Took his whole head off. Nice. More for video games, less for medicine. It's a fair trade-off.
You also get the milk bags. Milk
Yeah.
bags, yay!
I'm friends with a guy from Quebec, so...
I'm friends with multiple Canadians.
Yeah.
You're a bunch of Frenchy Canadians.
Yeah. Milk outside of a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk. What is that game, like a visual novel, or what is that?
I don't know, but I'm very interested in it. I've had my eye on it for a bit, but I don't want to look anything up because I want to go in as blind as possible.
Oh, wow. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Jeez.
Wow.
Do you plan to talk about Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate?
I might, yeah, if there's, I was gonna say if there's enough demand, but I might actually end up getting to that eventually anyway, so...
Because I know you're already kind of doing, like, the N64 and the GBA and the DS and all that.
Yeah. If I do, it would be from, playing it for the first time. Because I have all of those games, I just haven't started them yet.
That's fair.
In fact, the last one I played when it was brand new was Order of Ecclesia.
I like Order of Ecclesia a lot.
Yeah, it's awesome. That game gave us Shinoa.
Yeah, I'm just a big fan of the DS Castlevanias as a whole.
Me too. Love them.
Good era.
Yeah, very good era. I could play them any day. I couldn't tell you how happy I was when that collection finally came out.
Yeah, honestly, it's great. I also appreciate its name.
Yeah. The Castlevania
like
Dummy Mommy collection. And it's a picture.
What I like about the word Dominus is that it starts with a D and ends with an S.
Oh, I see what. Oh. I was today years old when I learned that was what they were going for.
You didn't pick up on that?
No.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm a big fan of when DS games have like funny, like little clever names like that.
Yeah.
Like Fullmetal Alchemist had a DS game called Dual Sympathy.
Yeah. And then Ninja Gaiden, Dragon Sword, and
yeah, there's a bunch that do that.
And then of course Castlevania Dawn of Souls.
Yep. Dawn of Sorrow, by the way.
Dawn of Sorrow, what did I say? Dawn of Souls.
You did.
Oh. Okay, so before we go and face off with the Duchess, can we just talk about how awesome this room looks?
Yeah, and the sound design is definitely helping.
Yeah. Oh, Jack in the Box. Hold on a second. Oh, I did not mean to skip it. I was trying to see if I could adjust the voice quality, or the voice volume, but for some reason it was too low. Well, anyway, we're fighting the Duchess now. I like that. I kind of like that in the sequel, she's actually a... Oh, okay. Do I get a unique death animation for... No? No, I guess not. Okay, that's fine. What was I saying?
You like that in the sequel?
Yeah, I like that in the sequel. She comes back, but she's an ally. I think she's the one that actually gives you the pepper grinder weapon.
Classic.
Come closer, my little chick. Properly seasoned, you'd make a handsome dish.
I'm not edible.
I'm not edible.
Not a full meal, certainly, but a light snack, I think.
I'll have the turtle shell now, you disgusting ogre.
Over my dead body.
I'll try to accommodate you.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't skip the cutscene that time, because we got that sick-ass burn. Actually...
I'll be happy to accommodate you. It reminds me of like one of my favorite burns that I basically never get to use. And it's when fucking like, it's like when fucking singlets find out that I'm a system and they're like, so which one to use the evil altar? And my only burn is me in a few seconds if you don't shut up.
Girly Wolf Pup says she loves how Quake-esque this game's graphics look. I do too. I love...
Hey, okay, guess what engine this was made in?
Yeah.
You'll never guess.
It was made... If I'm not mistaken, I think, the first Sin game also ran on the Quake engine. But that was more of a standard first-person shooter, so it looks more like how you think a Quake engine game would look. Oh shit, I gotta heal myself. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, darn. Okay, well.
Damn, not here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this year is the 20th anniversary of Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game.
Can you see all of me? Walk into my mystery, step inside, hold on for dear life. Do you remember me? Capture you, set you free. I am all me. Type shit.
Yeah. I loaded up the wrong save file again. Oh, oops.
You sure do love doing that one.
Yeah. Clearly the game wants me to use the Jack-in-the-Box for this fight.
Clearly.
Come closer, my little chick. Properly seasoned, you'd make a handsome dish.
Go, 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 go. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this fight kind of, sort of gave me trouble the first time. Oh dear.
That's what we call filtering.
Filtering?
Yeah, it's a term to describe a point in which a game decides, all right, buddy, if you want to get past this point, you got to get serious.
Yeah, that would yeah, that would absolutely make sense for this.
I have a handful of examples for filtering. One of my go-to examples is Dimix 2, like the second Dimix fight in KH2, where I personally don't find that fight all that hard, but I also have years of experience under my belt, and I have, like, strats for him because I understand the systems.
Oh.
But, like, a person that's been spending most of their KH2 playthrough not really putting much thought into how they're fighting and just sort of fighting is getting fucked by Dimix real hard. Chain of Memories / Rechain Memories has a couple filtering bosses. Like, they have levels to filtering, funny enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had, when I played it all those years ago, I think, the one that gave me the most trouble was...
Zaldin?
Oh, no, well, yeah, that one did first time. I actually kind of like that fight now.
I fuck with all these fights heavy. It's just, I know which fights give people... I just know law of averages, the fights that give people the most trouble are the Dimix 2, Zaldin, and Zigbar.
Zigbar is actually fun. I like that one.
I mean, they're all three fun, but it's like, I love Zigbar on the basis that I love his personality, and I love how he interacts with you during the fight.
Yeah. I actually really like
helps
him.
Oh yeah, he's great. I am so glad he's Lushu, man, because it means we get more of him.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Come on. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. I need to blow you up.
And then I think the funniest example of filtering in the KH series specifically is Clayton being the filtering for fucking KH1.
No, I actually like that fight.
Filtering isn't a bad thing. You keep acting like this is an insult.
Oh shit.
It's honestly, if I call a boss a filter, that's a compliment.
What about opposite armor? Because I could see that.
Opposite armor. I could see that, but I feel like if you've gotten to that point, you should be able to, like, you should have a solid enough grasp with the systems and mechanics to not be having much trouble with it. Because again, what I love about filter bosses is that they basically require the player to engage with the game's systems and mechanics properly. Yeah. Like actually thinking about what you're doing, actually start to understand concepts like spacing. That's why, you know, I wanted to make it clear that when I call a boss a filter, that's a good thing.
Yeah. She sneezed so hard that half of her head came off.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll have the leeches in to handle this mess.
At least my shell's in tolerable condition.
Tolerable condition?
Yeah, that line, he just did his Max voice from season 1 of Sam and X.
Very nice.
Hover around my bubbles. Cuddle up to them. Never leave them. You'll muddle through.
And who... Oh, I'm trying to remember. Who else did you say he was? He was Biff Tannen, and he was...
He's Biff, he's Tycho.
Tycho,
he's
that's what it was.
Carlos. He's
Yeah.
He's Tycho in Poker Night. He's Carlos in Season 2 of The Walking Dead. Roman in Season 1. He's Grendel in Wolf Among Us. He's a bunch of people.
I gotta play Wolf Among Us again. That was a good freaking game.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite side effects of Dispatch taking off is people checking out Wolf Among Us just because fucking Robert has a similar vibe to Bigby in terms of personality.
Yeah.
So it's just reminding a lot of people of that. I think it also helps that Blonde Blazer and Snow White have the same VA.
I did see
between
that.
the two.
Yeah, I did see that, yeah.
And that's funny, because Aaron Yvette got cast in Dispatch to play Invisigal originally.
Ooh.
Yeah, originally Laura Bailey was Blonde Blazer, but they asked Laura to switch over to Invisigal because, and I quote, Aaron really wasn't feeling right as Invisigal. Like, the voice directors didn't feel like she really was fitting correctly. Yeah. I think the exact word they used in the interview I saw was that she sounded a little too dorky. So they switched over the VAs, and that's how Laura Bailey ended up being Invisigal, while Aaron Yvette more fittingly became Blonde Blazer. And I think it was the right call, to be honest.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially since it leads to Laura Bailey just using her boss voice from Saints Row 3 again.
Yeah. She's an excellent actor.
She is. It's interesting that she kind of became another one of those VAs that started in a lot of like smaller like projects and a lot of like anime and anime adjacent projects, and then got really big off one of two things, and then suddenly is just only ever in the big shit now.
Yeah.
Matthew Mercer's another example of that, as is Troy Baker, funny enough. But yeah. Matthew Mercer is still willing to drop everything and be in some anime shit sometimes.
Yeah, he's Law in One Piece.
Yeah, and you know he still comes back to be Kanji in Persona 4 stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because you know he took over for Troy Baker in that one.
Yeah.
But like you know then you get actors like Troy Baker and Laura Bailey who start off in anime stuff and anime adjacent stuff, but then once they start getting like a lot of the AAA like prestige stuff, quote unquote, you don't really see them in the anime stuff anymore. Like, and this is why you know the characters like Lucina, for example, have different VAs in later appearances, or they reuse audio from Awakening.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
And Troy Baker's a really funny example of this because, you know, Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah. Oh, did not mean to get touched by that.
So you probably know that it has a re-release.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew about. They like recorded stuff with like a new actor and then just kind of included it with stuff that was already in the game.
Yeah.
So he's got
basically. Yeah, so Yuri, the main character, has 2 voices in Definitive Edition, because most of it's the original audio from the original dub that they did with Troy Baker.
Yeah.
But for the stuff that was added into Definitive Edition, quote unquote, they couldn't get Troy back to record for it, and so instead they got Grant George to voice match, and I think Grant does a great job. But what really is fucked up is when I found out that Troy Baker was never actually contacted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently Namco tried to reach out to him, and his agent cut it off at the pass. Troy never even found out they were doing it, and openly admitted he would have just said yes if he had been given that offer.
Oh. I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Also, the reason I said quote-unquote added in Definitive Edition is because in reality, all of the additional scenes Definitive Edition had were first introduced in the Japan-exclusive PS3 port of Vesperia that was released about a few months to a year after the 360 release, which had additional costumes and new scenes and a whole new character in the party that they then carried over in Definitive Edition. You can usually, despite how close Grant George's voice is to Troy Baker as Yuri, you can always tell if Grant George is in the scene or not, because if Patty's in the scene, then that wasn't in the original release, so that's not Troy Baker.
Huh.
People gave Grant's performance a lot of shit, but I think they were I think they were just bullshitting. Because, like, I've done this thing where I've put one of his lines as Yuri and one of Troy's lines as Yuri side by side without any visuals to help them figure out. And no one has been able to even tell it's 2 different actors most of the time.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Oh. I'm dead.
Damn, well, it happens to the best of us.
It does.
Speaking of the Tales series, funny enough, on this subject, because I think it's really funny that I get to bring this up, because, you know, I'm talking about Tales right now, and I'm gonna do it again, real quick, like. Tales of Graces recently got a re-release. Tales of Graces F specifically recently got a re-release in, you know, Tales of Graces F Remastered, as you know.
Yeah.
And Laura Bailey voices Sharia, one of the main characters in the party. However, she ends up getting voice matched with Alexis Tipton in Grace's F Remastered for certain scenes that weren't originally voiced over.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of like the go-to actors for Laura Bailey.
Yeah, vocal matching. Yeah, it's the same thing with like Matthew Mercer with Troy Baker stuff. It's usually Matthew anyway. It's not always, but usually. Like, Alexis Tipton does have a tendency to vocal match with Laura Bailey, and you see this with a bunch of Laura's older roles that she no longer does.
Yeah, Lucina.
Hell, Alexa. Yeah, I was gonna say Lucina's like the big example. I think you and your audience would be familiar with in this example. Although I say your audience, like the chat isn't entirely my audience right now.
That's okay. They're welcome here too.
I know, I just think that's funny. I didn't expect that.
Oh, I am running out of health, though.
Yeah? And then, of course, but then there's a funny example where Alexis Tipton ended up vocal matching a character for Charmy because Charmy voiced Kamaru in Ultra Despair Girls, and then every other appearance of Kamaru in Danganronpa as a series, it's always been Alexis Tipton.
Oh.
Which is funny, because it's not like Charmy doesn't still show up in the anime stuff, because she absolutely does. Trust me, there hasn't been a single fairy tale thing where she isn't Lucy, but like... I guess, but this goes back to the fact that the Danganronpa anime adaptations, by and large, don't carry over the voice cast from the games. It only really carry over select actors.
Oh. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of anime adaptations will do that.
Yeah, it has to do with, like, legal. It has to do with a lot of, like, bullshit behind the scenes that's hard to, like, get around. Like, you know... Even, like, you know, certain games have, like, their dubbing handled with one studio in one country or one state, and then the anime's licensing gets given to another studio in a different state or in a different country, or sometimes the anime is non-union, whereas the game was union, so they literally can't use the union actors. That's what happened with the World Ends With You's anime, actually. Because the actors in the World Ends With You DS, like the original DS game, union, for the most part. But the World Ends With You, the animation, got dubbed by Funimation, and that's a non-union company. So they literally could not get the original actors without extra cost. And because it's Funimation, they're not taking that extra cost.
Yeah.
And to add on to that, the original voice actors for those characters did reprise their roles in Dream Drop Distance. So...
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of the actors in Dream Drop Distance are the actors from the games.
Oh, very nice.
Because, you know, Disney has the money to afford that.
Yeah, that series has, like, Kingdom Hearts, that's got Disney money behind it, so...
Yeah, because Disney owns it, so, like, yeah, it's gonna have that benefit.
Oh, speaking
although
of Kingdom... No, go ahead.
Yeah? No, ask the question, I want to know.
I was gonna say, speaking of Kingdom Hearts, do you think we're finally gonna get some news about Kingdom Hearts 4 in 2026?
Probably. I'm not rushing it because I'm cool. I'm cool with letting it simmer. I'm cool with letting them cook. It's not like I can't. It's not like I can't entertain myself in the meantime. Plus, right now, I like having time to build up to a point where I'm financially comfortable in life to spend $70 on a game.
I hear that.
Because I gotta build up to that point real quick.
Real freaking quick.
I will say, you gotta applaud KH4 for, like, they announced the game, they showed it off to us, and then immediately said, yeah, don't expect another trailer for a while. They said that right out the gate.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the first things, like... I mean, we got screenshots, like, a couple months back.
We did.
Like, some new shots of the game.
Yeah.
Which, that was exciting. We all combed over that, like, the scene of SpongeBob and Patrick with their eyes on the map.
Yeah. Freaking,
Wait.
Come on.
But yeah. I've seen a lot of people get concerned about the future of Square because of current things they're seemingly investing in. But
yeah.
But I'm not as concerned as other people are for one specific reason.
Why's that?
I remember when they tried to invest in NFTs and they basically did nothing with it because by the time they started putting money into it, that market was dying and falling out of favor. So they just started hiding it wherever they could to try to get their money back, and eventually they just dropped it entirely.
Remember when Konami tried doing that?
People forget this, but, like, Square's problem is that they'll learn about some new thing investors like, try to invest in it so that they can get people to invest in them. And then slowly realize, and then pretty quickly realize, fuck, this sucks, and/or this does not make as much money as it could, and/or it actually alienates audiences and that hurts the bottom dollar. So they end up trying to utilize it in their smaller projects that they don't give a shit about
Foam
before
stars.
eventually just abandoning. Yeah, Foam Stars is a really good example of that. Like, I've seen people worry, oh man, we have to worry about them using AI in Final Fantasy. They're not doing that. Unless it's like some mobile game nobody cares about that gets discontinued 6 months in. They're not doing that. This is, like, reminder, this is the Square Enix, we sold the Tomb Raider and Deus Ex IPs to invest in NFTs, and then the only thing we did with NFTs was smuggle them into action figures.
Really? That's what they did with them.
Yeah, there was a couple of Bring Arts figures of like the classic 1997 designs of Final Fantasy VII characters, and they came packaged with NFTs, but they quickly stopped doing that because collectors realized that it was jacking up the price for a thing none of them wanted anyway. Because yes, it did increase. Yeah, it's literally that. Like, this is the thing. What Square's probably realistically going to use AI for is they're going to use AI in smaller projects for QA testing like they said they were going to use it for. And then they're going to realize that AI and QA testing is just going to cause them to have to spend more money and time QA testing because it's not very good at it. Fun fact.
Yeah.
And then they're going to and then after realizing they can't really make their money back on this investment, they're going to quietly try to bury the fact that they ever tried to get involved in the market, just like they did with NFTs.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
And I'm gonna be real. I'm thankful the Expedition 33 shit happened.
Which one? That they got,
The stuff about them using AI during development and how that got blown out of proportion.
Oh, yeah. They said they dropped it
I'm
pretty
thankful.
quickly, didn't they?
Yeah, basically it took them forever to properly explain it to people, but essentially they were toying with it during 2021 during development when like everyone didn't really know what it was. Decided they didn't really like it, but then used a couple of the assets as placeholders and then missed one and then immediately updated it out. Granted, I believe that placeholders should be bright and unavoidable so that you know that so it doesn't get left in. That's why the source engine pink and black is the way to go.
So that's why they do that.
Yeah, it's obnoxiously obvious that it's a temporary asset. Anyway, though. But I bring it up because Expedition 33, and by extension Arc Raiders and other stuff, has kind of made a pretty obvious sign to companies that AI, no matter how quote-unquote beneficial they think it might be, alienates a significant amount of consumer bases and can absolutely hurt your entire reputation.
Yeah.
Like, look how quickly the world, like the internet, turned on Expedition 33.
Mm-hmm.
Over what was essentially, after temporary placeholders. Fun fact: internally, Capcom internally, when their shareholders considered the concept of investing in AI, Capcom noted that they don't want to invest in it because they have seen that it is a controversial thing that alienates audiences and hurts the bottom dollar.
Just like NFTs.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If a company as stupid as Capcom can notice this, then I'm firmly believing that the companies that are currently investing in it are kind of going to realize very quickly they've put their money in the wrong place again. And some companies will just try to sweep it under the rug and do what they can to make people not realize they're doing it. And other companies are level 5 who already don't give a shit and will just continue doing it until they die.
Oh boy. When did they do it with?
Basically everything they've released in the last couple years.
Really?
Yeah, the new Inazuma 11 had a bunch of like promo artwork that had their backgrounds made by AI.
Oh.
That mech game that Level 5 released recently had a bunch of placeholder assets that were AI related, and then they built upon those with like proper art in the final release.
Oh.
They've been training. They did a proof of concept. They did a proof of concept trailer for a new Yokai Watch game, which isn't called Yokai Watch, but it's a Yokai Watch game. And like that entire trailer is AI basically.
Oh boy. That is unfortunate. I wonder if that's the same.
And yes, it's
level
bleeding.
Oh, go ahead.
It's the same level 5 that did Professor Layton. Yes.
And Dark Cloud and Rogue Galaxy.
Yep, same guys. It's a shame because you go back a couple years, and level 5 had really good output.
They did.
But it's kind of clear that the people in charge of level 5 are stupid.
Yeah.
And they see this as a way to cut corners.
Yeah, this was the same level 5 that was trusted to do Dragon Quest VIII, wasn't it?
I think it was 9, but yeah.
Oh, maybe it was 9. Could have sworn it was all.
Point is,
but yeah,
I'm not as worried about the whole AI thing with Square as everyone else is, because my thing is, we've seen what happens before when brands lean too far into the AI thing. They lose customers, they lose business, they become controversial, it hurts their bottom dollar every time. And to make matters worse, it doesn't exactly help them in production either. The most appealing thing about AI development with a lot of companies and shareholders is that in theory, it cuts down on manpower, in time it takes to develop certain things, and in how much money you have to spend.
In theory.
But in reality, it actually costs more because one, all of the fancy generative AI programs cost money, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, none of them are free.
Oh. Yeah, because
most of them are subscription based too, which means you're not, out of the woods after a one-time payment either. And then most of the time, the product generative AI produces is not good enough to be in a final product. So you still have to hire actual people to make stuff, even if all you're doing is hiring them to basically copy a computer. And then, if you mix the fact that they want to use generative AI for stuff like QA testing, what's realistically going to happen is they're going to probably have AI do QA for some random fucking game. And then the QA is going to be so bad and basically not help at all that they're going to have to hire human QA testers to basically QA test the QA test results. And then they're going to realize this barely worked for our smaller project. There's no fucking way that we're going to be able that we can use it with our larger projects that cost thousands of dollars and take years of development. And then, sooner or later, every company's going to come into that same situation. They're going to all realize that AI costs more money and is more trouble than it's worth, especially considering the social pressure that comes with using it. The, authorization by a lot of paying customers.
Yeah.
And considering the fact that a lot of AAA companies are currently fighting an uphill battle to justify charging $70 to $80 on their titles.
Yeah,
they're not gonna take these kind of blows that cost that much money, especially when the price of the development of these titles becomes larger. And I don't see a company like Square, as stupid as Square can be, I don't see them risking millions of dollars and years of development on their larger projects just to have people basically boycott it and not invest in it because they chose to use AI during development. We saw Expedition 33 lose awards it was given over AI claims that were blown out of proportion, but were still had a grain of truth to them.
Yeah.
Regardless of what we think about Square as a company, because as much as I love the games they produce, they are not a smart company a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Square is not so stupid that they're willing to basically risk all of that on their multi-million-dollar AAA titles that they're trying to get to show up at these award shows and get these critical acclaims with these brilliant reviews and all the accolades. They're not going to risk that. That's why I keep saying they're going to use it on the smaller titles. And that's not even going to last long, because they're going to have to fucking reckon with the fact that AI QA testing is garbage.
Agreed.
This is the problem I have with the way the internet talks about generative AI. I'm very anti-AI. You know this. I'm very vocal about this shit.
That makes two of us.
Well, yeah. But the problem I have with the way the internet talks about it is the way I have a problem with a lot of the things the internet talks about. They've essentially turned it into like this blanket thing where they don't even fully understand what they're mad about. And they seem to only understand that they're supposed to be mad about a thing. And now you got fucking grifter accounts like Slop Detected, which just consistently perpetuates either one, old stories that were revealed to us years ago, or two, straight up lying about stuff just to get angry attention from people, mad about something that doesn't use AI, quote unquote, using it. They tried to lie and say Gang of Dragons was using AI in its development when there's no proof of that.
Oh, really? I missed that one.
Yeah, and that's why so many people, myself included, have immediately started calling out, like, Slop Detected, because they're full of shit. They're a grifter account entirely trying to forge outrage.
Yeah. You really think somebody would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
I've never seen the episode of Arthur that's from, so I can't even quote what Arthur said next.
Yeah. I haven't seen it either.
But yeah, that's like my thing. It's like, I don't, like, I've seen a bunch of people get doomer about generative AI being used in, like, media and stuff, and I'm gonna be real, I don't think it's gonna last. Entirely because it's not sustainable as a business model.
Yeah.
These are, like, people are like, oh, well, companies want to cut corners all the time. And you're right. That's why I don't think it's sustainable. Because most of the time, these companies are then having to hire people anyway to fix shit. And that's more money they're sinking into something that they could easily cut out the AI middleman and just pay a person to do instead.
Yeah.
Like, if anything's gonna get generative AI out of the creative rooms of all this shit, it's the fact that it cuts into the bottom dollar, that it costs more money than it's worth, and it's more trouble than it's worth. We all saw how badly the internet reacted when Amazon tried to stealth release AI English dubs.
Yeah, I saw that. Banana fish.
Yeah, like they immediately removed the AI dubs that were like getting all the attention and getting all the criticism. And hell, it was revealed that apparently Amazon did that without the legal permission of the license holders for a bunch of those shows, which means they could be in even worse hot water for doing that.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Japanese license holders are very, very protective of their IP.
Yeah.
And specifically are very, very pedantic about how their IPs are represented.
Strange how quiet it is here now. I don't like it.
Oh, we got a white rabbit.
Let's sacrifice stealth.
I refuse to be doomer about anything. Mods play Last Sun by David Fleming as composed by for Superman 2025, directed by James Gunn. Oh, is it Christmas? Oh, we got 15 more minutes on my end before Christmas. Here comes the Mad Hatter. I hope you weren't too attached to the white rabbit.
He comes back in the sequel, don't worry.
Yeah.
Madness returns. I have feelings about you.
Very, very conflicted
Everyone
feelings.
I love dies violently. Unnaturally. I'm cursed. Why go
Very
on?
complicated.
I'll just hurt others.
Relationship status, it's complicated.
No time for self-pity. Evade these savage soldiers and find Caterpillar.
Notice she had bloodstains on her skirt when she first entered Wonderland.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's all about. That was always one of my favorite details about Silent Hill 3. When you first start playing the game, you probably noticed that Heather had like a bloodstain like on her clothes when playing it. But at the beginning of the game, she doesn't have that. It isn't until she...
Yeah.
Yeah, it isn't until that big plot twist happens. And I always loved that little detail. Alright. Oh. Got more of these guys. I haven't... Oh, let's see here. How's everybody doing?
Seems like everyone's doing well. We're about 2 hours, 15 minutes into the stream, too.
Oh, very nice. I think this, the last time I played this, I think it took me like 2 streams to get to this point, actually.
I mean, hey.
So we're moving along at a pretty reasonable pace. Man, you really gotta jam on the left stick to get her to pull up on the ledge, though. You were saying?
No, you're good.
Alrighty, I remember this level. I want to say this level was alright. I wasn't too big of a pain in the ass, because there's some real pain in the ass levels after this. And I don't know if it's just because I'm playing it with a controller, that's why it's kind of like that, but... Oh.
It is kind of, it is a bit of, it is, like, again, I said this game's designed as a PC game first, and you can tell.
Oh well, I got it for free anyway, so...
Oh yeah, it came free with your Madness Returns.
Yeah. Apparently, if you... I could be wrong about this, but if you, I think Madness Returns is still available on the Xbox store. This game is actually available as DLC, as free DLC. So, there's that. I think there's something to be said about that.
There's a lot to be said about that.
Yeah, because, if you... This is, like, the only way to play, like, the console version of the original Alice.
It's the second most inconvenient way to play a console port of a game ever.
Yeah. Wait,
the most inconvenient way to...
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Okay, so look. Let me spin you a story.
Alright. Spin me a yarn.
Persona... so Persona as a series has 3 rhythm games.
Oh, yeah.
We have Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight, Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight, and the one that came before either of those two, Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Right.
Persona 4 Dancing All Night was a game that came out on... So as you know, Persona 4 Dancing All Night came out on PS Vita as an exclusive for the Vita, and is kind of the only was the only Vita exclusive Persona game, period.
Yeah,
because if you want to get because Golden, while being a different experience from the original Persona 4, is still built off the back of a game that came out already.
Yeah.
Even if it's a worse version of that game. Back on the subject. Then Persona 3 and Persona 5 got dancing games a couple years later on PS4. Now, you're probably wondering, well, that's interesting. So what about Persona 4 Dancing?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, you see, Persona 4 Dancing All Night got a PS4 port. Quotation marks.
Oh boy.
It got a quotation mark in this sense. The only way that the only way to get Persona 4 Dancing All Night on PS4 is to buy the Persona Dancing Endless Night Collection.
Oh.
Which is the only way to do it now, because there was a physical release of that collection, but you can't get that anymore because all those codes either got used up or are expired by now. Because of course the PS4 port of Persona 4 Dancing All Night was a code included in that collection.
Really?
Because of course it was.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Now you have to buy it digitally, but here's the thing that makes that more frustrating. The only way to buy it is through the Endless Night Collection. But if you already own Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight and or Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight digitally, the Endless Night Collection becomes unavailable to you because you already own games in it.
Oh.
And since it is the only way to digitally purchase Persona 4 Dancing All Night, i.e. the one of these 3 games that's actually worth a damn, because despite Persona 4 being my least favorite of the Neo Persona trilogy, out of the dancing games, it has the best dancing game, which is an insane fucking, like, contrast. But the point is, basically, if you didn't know this already and didn't buy the Endless Night Collection, you're kind of fucked if you bought either of the other games digitally on their own. Speaking of which, for the audience that's here at the moment, the Endless Night Collection is currently on sale for $16.49 on PSN. It's 70% off, and that lasts till January 8th.
So you're...
Just thought I'd let you all...
So
all I'm saying is buy the Endless Night Collection now.
Yeah, because that's the only way to get Persona 4 Dancing?
Yeah, that's the only way to get Persona 4 Dancing All Night on PS4, yeah. You can actually double-check the description of it, but yeah, like, you buy it, and immediately it's like, thank you for your purchase, and it'll have, like, Persona 4, 5, and 3's dancing games. And since it's basically the cheapest I think I've ever seen it be on there, I would suggest getting it now.
Very cool. Okay, I think this level might actually be kind of a pain in the butt because I do not know where I am going. No, that's not what I meant to do. Just grab the Alice. Grab it. Grab it. There we go. You think I'd get in trouble with YouTube's bots if I used Alice music in my videos? 'Cause this one is really good. This is one of my favorites.
I think you'd be fine. Most video game soundtracks are safe.
Most, yeah. I had a little
Rarely have I found video game soundtracks that fuck me over. Usually if I get fucked over, like my mouthwashing video that goes up on Christmas Day, by the way.
So y'all, everybody go check that out. Everyone go check that out.
Yeah, it's gonna premiere 12 p.m. our time, like Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I have a premiere set up for that. But also, that video, I got flagged for what I used as the credit music because I used a piano cover of Creep by Radiohead and it recognized the melody.
Oh, wow.
Funny thing is, because it was just the melody, they didn't, like, block the video or, like, they didn't block the video and they didn't strike the channel. It's just there. I imagine if my monetization status wasn't paused like it is currently, I would probably have to deal with, like, it taking money off of this, but since I'm not making money off of it right now anyway, and I probably wouldn't be making money off of it anyway, even if I didn't use Creep by Radiohead, because it's mouthwashing, and as we've learned, I want to be the first YouTuber demonetized for talking about that game.
Really?
It's inconsistent, like all of YouTube's shit, as you know.
Yeah.
So I kind of went into creating the mouthwashing essay under the assumption that I wasn't getting paid for it either way.
Oh.
So I'm not too bummed about the idea of not getting paid for it, just throwing that out there.
Understandable. I had a video get blocked in Russia.
Oh, I've had that happen a couple times.
Yeah. Just Russia, nowhere else.
Yeah, I think Russia has really strange copyright thoughts going on.
Yeah. Whoa, what the heck is this thing? Switch to the... Oh wow, it actually got both of them. Nice. Ow. That's not very cool, dude.
Ant dude!
Yeah. Yeah, look at him. Give me that. Thank you. Finally, it looks like I'm finally making some progress here. I don't even know what these things are supposed to be. Like ant lions. For some reason...
Sky's the limit.
For some reason, they just remind me of the ant lions from Half-Life. Even though that's probably not even close to what they look like, because it's been a hot minute since I played Half-Life 2.
Yeah? I can kind of see it, though.
I'm switching to my cards because I need a ranged weapon.
But yeah, so I think if I had to give the award to the most inconvenient console port to buy ever, it's probably Persona 4 Dancing All Night on PS4. And considering the fact that we now have like at least some versions of each of the Neo Persona games on PC. Yeah. We have Persona 3 Portable, we have Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5 Royal, and now most recently Persona 3 Reload. Yeah. I feel like the fact that we still don't have proper like PC ports of the dancing games is kind of insane.
Yeah, you'd think they would have gotten on that.
Yeah, especially since most rhythm game players, at least like proper diehard rhythm game players, are either camping out in their local round ones or they're buying their rhythm games on PC. Like PC is like, you know how like there's a stereotype that most FPS gamers are on PC naturally for good reason.
Yeah.
But rhythm gamers are basically in the same position. A lot of the most dedicated rhythm game enthusiasts are on PC. One, because the smaller budget rhythm games like Vivid Stasis are only on PC, but also because PC is the only place you're going to get stuff like Clone Hero or the DDR clones that exist. You know, the ones that use all the different dance mats that have been made for PC over the years, and then you can like find like community-made charts for different songs.
Oh.
Jaden Animations talked about it briefly in her video about Hatsune Miku.
Stepmania.
But yeah, it's stuff like that. And then of course, you know, speaking of Hatsune Miku, you have Project Diva, which has a massive audience on console and handheld. Don't get me wrong, which is why they have Miku in Persona 4 Dancing All Night, because the Vita was like a big platform for Project Diva. But like Project Diva, like Hatsune Miku and Project Diva Mega Mix Plus is also on PC. On Steam right now. And like I feel like it's and fun fact, in Project Diva Mega Mix Plus, Miku has a lot of alternate costumes, one of which is her design from Persona 4 Dancing All Night. And it's literally referred to as her Persona 4 Dancing All Night outfit.
She was in that?
There's no two-way... Yeah, she's in Persona 4 Dancing All Night. She has a new design, and they even let her do the vocals for Dancing All Night's remix of Heaven, the Nanako Dungeon theme.
Yeah. Shoot, I didn't know that.
So, yeah, it's one of the reasons why I find it weird. And if we had this, it would make the fact that the PS4 port of Dancing All Night is borderline impossible to get unless you have a guide to how to buy it properly. Because you heard me describe what you have to do and what you have to avoid. You need a guide to know how to get it.
Wow. That's amazing. That's kind of amazing in a sad way.
It is. And what's even crazier about it is that this means that by and large, the best avenue to get playing Persona 4 Dancing All Night is to just have a PS Vita and play it on that, the original platform it was released on.
Yeah.
And it's like, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how do we get to that point?
Capitalism.
Like, I know that Atlas, a subset of Sega at this point, requires that just like Sega, they make boneheaded decisions consistently. I do think it's funny that Atlas creates what can be argued as one of Sega's modern day like most popular franchises, and it's not even one of Sega's original franchises. It's one they basically bought into.
Yeah.
But like, even still, Atlas seems to have inherited Sega's weird two-face coin flip fucking like thesis where it's like, we're gonna flip a coin and decide if we're gonna make a good decision or something fucking stupid.
Something real stupid.
Case in point, who should we get to do the collector's edition of Shadow X, like Sonic X Shadow Generations?
Limited run.
Flips coin, lands on bad decision. Limited run it is.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories about limited run.
Yeah, and now there's horror stories about the Sonic X Shadow Generations collector's edition.
Oh boy.
First things first, it took over a year for the collector's edition to even come out. They sent the delays got so common they sent the game before the rest of the collector's edition just because of how long it was taking.
Oh.
And then now, and just recently, like this week, the collector's edition finally came. Reminder that the pre-orders for this collector's edition came out when Shadow Generations released.
Oh, that's...
So anyone... And reminder, it was also like, you know, limited run collector's edition, so it's about what you expected to be price-wise.
Yeah.
And you only had like a month and a half to set your pre-order before they went out of stock, because again, limited run. But now after all the delays, which were supposedly for quality assurance, people are starting to people are investigating what they got out of their collector's edition and finding out that a lot of it does not live up to the quality of multiple delays because of quality insurance. The biggest example of this is that the statue of Shadow and Sonic that is supposed to come with the collector's edition looks like shit. And looks significantly worse than the promo material of what was supposed to be a good idea for, like, you know, oh, this is what it'll look like. And people have pointed out, and like people tried to argue, like the limited run dick suckers have tried to argue that it's like, oh, well, you're just not taking the photo at the right angle. And it's like, no, if you take the photo at the same angle as the example, it's still not going to look the same because they fundamentally fucked up the eyes.
That's...
What was supposed to be like a cool sideways glare that Shadow would do just looks wrong because they fucked up the eye placement. And then there's all the fucking... There's all the paint bleeding, like how the white of the chest fur bleeds onto the black of the body, or how there's like a bunch of scuffs and scratches on several people's, like Sonic and Shadow, both around their like on their eyes or like around their chest, and it's like over a year of delays for this. That shit crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not like this is the first time Limited Run has been in hot water for fucking over their customers through shoddily made collector's editions that are not worth either the weight or the cost that people pay for them.
Yeah, didn't they have... I don't know, didn't they have some kind of issue going on with, what else did they have an issue with?
Everything, basically.
Tomby, is that
and
you?
Fun fact, by the way, in the US, Sonic X Shadow Generations never got a physical release on PS4 outside of limited run games. I say in the U.S. because in Europe and Japan, it just got a standard like release in stores physically. But in America, you're not getting it on PS4 physically unless it's like, you know, through limited run. And as a result, the PS4 physical copies of Shadow Gens alone can run you $99 to $100.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And this is ignoring the fact that Limited Run is a awful company. I'll link you a video later that great detail about it. But like Limited Run is not a good business. It's a business built on lies and charlatans and consistent malpractice that just isn't good from like what I've allegedly heard. And I'm saying allegedly for legal reasons, but allegedly. Because, you know, if I add allegedly and I say that and I clarify that this is all alleged based on what I've been hearing, you know, sources that are not me, then I am legally unfucking touchable.
Ooh, noted.
But the point is, Limited Run Games is not a good company, allegedly. And in my opinion, I think you should not be giving your money to them whatsoever. Because consistently, their wait times are too long. I do not believe personally that their products are worth the cost. And I wish companies, Sega and LucasArts and Atlas and just, you know, Hasbro somehow. Square hasn't really done anything with Limited Run that I'm aware of.
Gex, the Gex collection.
Outside of Gex. I don't know what they were doing with Gex.
With Gex, no,
but like, and
I think it was just
Gex was a whole. I mean, I know that with Gex, Limited Run was supposedly involved in developing that collection, which is why that collection is launched in a unforgivable state.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Off the top of my head, very few proper options for how to actually like, you know, up settings and whatnot.
Oh.
But also, when it launched, it didn't have the European voice audio. It only had the US audio.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And as it currently stands with the update, you still only get you still can only get the European audio in Gex 2 and Gex 3. But not only, by the way, do you have to flip this in a setting, but you can't flip it on the fly once you're in the game because it's a separate ROM in the collection. So it doesn't carry over save files. So if you already started playing Gex 2 and 3 before the update, you either have to just deal with it or start over.
That's lame.
And they still didn't even carry over the European voice version for Gex 1. It's only 2 and 3 that got that.
Damn.
And as a pretty caring Gex fan myself, this is a very disappointing collection. It's functional, but it's a disappointing collection that should not be excused considering the price tag.
Yeah.
And don't get me started on Limited Run's releases of Tombi 1 and Tombi 2.
I'm gonna get you started on it anyway, though, because I want to hear it. I want to hear about it.
Tombi 1 is a thing that I know that other people would be able to talk about. But, like, I have friends, like my buddy Alex, who'd be able to go into greater detail. But basically, input delay, terrible settings for actual visual quality, and just overall, you'd get better options and playability if you just emulated Tombis 1 and 2 on DuckStation and filled it with settings yourself.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it is. Mix that with the screen tearing that's somehow happening in re-releases of PS1 games, and, you know.
How in the world does that happen?
Limited Run, baby!
Though clearly there's some, like... you have to try to have screen tearing in a PS1 game, don't you?
Yeah.
That's something, like, you have to actively try to do. Holy crap, I actually finished the level. Holy smokes. That one took me forever. I'm not sure if you noticed.
I did notice.
That was one of those levels. One of those where the fuck do I go kind of levels. Hey, a marble. I love how you're getting chased down not by a boulder but by a marble. I don't know. I just always
That
loved
is
that
neat.
I always loved that trope. Just you being shrunk down to the size of a ant, and like just normal everyday household objects are like giant. I don't know what it is about that aesthetic, but I just always vibed with it.
Have you ever played the Army Men games?
No, but I am aware of them. I think the... No, I haven't played. No. But they do look like a lot of fun, though. I have to look into those.
Yeah, it's a pretty large, it's a pretty like oddly large series. It's pretty expansive in how many games there are.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to bring up is that they tried to get in on the Tomb Raider success by making a spin-off game following one of the only major, like, fairly reoccurring women in their cast.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I had a demo of that somewhere.
They called it Portal Runner
Yeah.
to try to invoke similar energy to Tomb Raider. Yeah. And it released in 2001 in September on the 21st. Sorry, not 21st. It released on the 11th. My bad. I was misreading this.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Man, I wonder if something else happened September 11th, 2001 that could have easily buried its release.
Yeah, it was the release of the Toxicity album by System of a Down.
Right. That makes sense. You know, honestly, you don't think there'd be too much overlap, but I guess there was.
Oh, crap. No, that's not the...
9/11.
That's not the save file I wanted to load. This was. I'll have to sit through this again. Damn. Yeah, I had a demo of Portal Runner on a demo disc somewhere. I could probably dig it up if I really wanted to look for it.
Yeah, honestly.
You ever play Frogger the Great Quest? Since we're on the topic of very early PS2 games.
I'm aware of it. It's far from, like, as a Frogger fan, it's far from the best thing you could be playing. PS2, like, 6th generation Frogger is a very awkward era for Frogger. Because at the very start with Great Quest, it's really bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
But, like... it starts getting really good after the fact. Like, you get stuff like Frogger's Adventures, like The Rescue. You get, like, Ancient Shadow, which I think is really good, personally. And, like, fucking... yeah, they have a much better design for Frogger in games like Ancient Shadow. Really start to get a better idea of what, like... you know, Frogger in what they want to do with Frogger in like this modern lens.
Yeah.
And then by the time you get to the end of this particular era of Frogger with Helmet Chaos on the PSP, it's like it feels like they finally like properly figured out what they want to do with modern Frogger.
Oh shit.
And then and then fucking Helmet Chaos, right when they were starting to get into like this good fucking like rhythm with it.
Yeah, I died again. I'm gonna save so I don't have to sit through that cutscene again, and then I'm just gonna book it. I think I still have my physical copy of Great Quest around here. I'll have to stream that at one point, just for the lulz. It's a bad game. It's a truly awful game, but I love it because of how bad it is. Like it's a good game to like poke fun at. It did give us the infamous line, I wish I may, I wish I must find a princess before I bust.
Insert clip of Nitrod looking horrified.
Yeah. Whoever wrote that line needs to go to prison. Which, yeah.
Didn't you do a video on Great Quest, or am I
yeah.
crazy?
Yeah, I did. I showed that scene, and then it was followed by that clip of that guy from Parks and Rec throwing the computer in the dumpster. What's that guy's name?
Right.
Nick Offerman. What's the... Ron Swanson, that's his name.
Yeah. I remember every time I find a new YouTuber that's usually around under 100 subs or so, which I think you were around a little under 200 when I found your channel initially. I usually binge the content I can find. I can't remember if I found you through the Blood Rain videos or through the Neverhood video.
It might have been Blood Rain, because I didn't do Neverhood.
Oh shit, I could have sworn you did.
Well, that wasn't me.
I must have been a different small YouTuber that I promoted once. Blood Rain, that makes sense considering my entire brand. Of course I was looking for Blood Rain videos.
Hell yeah.
I want to go through those again myself, just to like try to ruminate on what that franchise was, because there was a period, like if you look back at Blood Rain and how much it got in an admittedly short amount of time, you'd be almost convinced that it was like this massive success that was constantly like needing to make new things.
Yeah.
But like as successful as it was, how successful can you really argue it is, like, as a whole, if, you know,
it's dead.
The most it's gotten recently is proper re-releases of its 3 games.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about all it's gotten in the last, like, 5 years. Wait a minute. Yeah, it had, which I didn't know about until I did the video, but it had comic books, too. Let's see, it had comics, 3 movies. What the shit? Oh, I was supposed to fall down there.
Yeah, three movies, including Uwe Boll.
Mm-hmm, the first one.
Yeah,
actually,
and then,
I
of
think
course,
all 3 of them did. I think he directed all 3
yeah,
of them.
there's the Uwe Boll Blood Rain movies, and then there's also fucking... And then somehow we also got one of Uwe Boll's parodies of his own movies. Because I don't know if you know this, he has a parody of House of the Dead, you know, one of his movies.
Really? I know, well, yeah, I know he directed House of the Dead. I didn't know he did a parody of it.
Yeah, most of House of the Dead is comedy parody. It's just the same movie, but there's just certain scenes that are slightly changed to be funny, but they're not really all that funny, and I'd argue the original movie's funnier. But like, his Blood Rain parody is a lot more depth. It's like a whole new movie with like even a new actress playing Blood Rain. And the only reason they have a new actress playing Blood Rain is for the one bit they have running in that entire movie. Because one of the only reoccurring quote-unquote jokes is that Blood Rain in the parody is played by a much larger woman.
Really?
Yeah, also the parody is called Blubberella. Anyway, yeah, no, it's very 2000s fat phobia core.
Yeah.
Thanks, Uwe Boll.
Yeah, thanks, dick.
You were the right guy to direct the Postal movie. The joke is, he kind of wasn't. Unfortunately, the Postal movie is Uwe Boll's best film, but that's not a high bar in the first place. But I still think about the fact that apparently when the Postal, like, the reason why Mike and Vince went to fucking Uwe Boll was because of his reputation as, like, the worst director of video game movies. And then they, like, pitched to him their idea of what a Postal movie would be. It was very Taxi Driver, their words, not mine. And Uwe Boll basically pushed back against that and said he wanted to make a comedy because that's what he believed Postal should be. And they just sort of threw their hands up in the air and said, "You know what, man? We came to you because of your reputation. You do you."
So that's how it happened.
And now the movie actor for the dude in the Postal movie is one of the voice options in Postal 4.
Yeah.
And I actually think he might be one of the better voice options in that game.
Now the flowers will grow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, you know, Blood Rain is an interesting franchise to look back on because it really feels like it was this massive success at one point, and then it just sort of faded into obscurity. But it was also caught up in this very, like, aesthetic era of entertainment in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Which I like to refer to as the hip alternative chicks and vampires genre. Like, essentially, it was this era in the 2000s where there was just a bunch of, like, media that feels like it was centered around characters. Usually, somehow, vampires were involved. And usually, our main character was a woman. And usually, she was, like, you know, your Buffys, your Blood Rains, you know, Primal's a good example of that, if you know about Primal on the PS2 at all.
Yeah, I did a video on that.
You did.
Oh yeah, 2.5 hours long.
It was that era, you know, that kind of stuff. And that was sort of a stuff that was sort of like all over the 2000s. Yeah. But then come the 2010s, it feels like it sort of just faded away back into the niche obscurity. And I feel like Buffy is really to thank for the popularization of it, because Buffy was a really popular show in its day.
Oh yeah.
Though nowadays I worry for when people eventually start trying to go back to Buffy from like a nostalgic angle, and they have to concede with the fact that every single widescreen release of this series is botched.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I swear, every 2 seconds I hear just the music stop and you reload.
Yeah, it's one of those levels. Something killing me every 5 seconds. Oh. I kind of don't know where I'm going, to be honest with you. I thought I knew, but then it turns out that I wasn't. Turn around. Let's see if I can go this way. I can't go that way. That's too far of a jump for me to make. Yeah, you can absolutely tell this was a PC game.
Yep. Visual style, the camera. Yeah, Computer Lab Core. You remember?
Yeah, I remember. I watched that video. What developer was that? Monolith? Rest in peace.
Yes, it was Monolith that did. Yeah.
A furry pirate trilogy.
Yeah, which is funny because, you know, again, it's technically not even really a trilogy because, like, you know.
Yeah, they're different genres.
Because, like, Nikita and Nikita's racing game were done by a different company from Captain Claw, but Nikita started life as Captain Claw 3D, being outsourced to another company. And then that didn't go anywhere, and so they reshaped it to be an original IP, and that's how we got Nikita. And it only really became a trilogy in like hindsight when to be fair, most people didn't even know most people didn't even know Nikita existed, and Captain Claw continues to be a fairly niche game in general. Dedicated audience, don't get me wrong, Claw has a very dedicated audience, but like it's a very small audience all the same. Nikita didn't have anything because it was lost media for fucking years, and then Rennie just dug out her fucking old ass computer that had them both, and boom. And then I downloaded it off Internet Archive because she uploaded it there to preserve it, and then I played it, and then I reached out to her, and I'm like, hey, do you have any information about it? Because I'm like, you know, I'm looking to make a video, and she's like, oh yeah, so am I. And then one thing leads to another, and next thing you know, boom, Collab time.
Collab. I should probably say
And yeah, you probably I'm glad you're getting more familiar with that. You know, you're getting more on the I should save.
Oh, hey, check it out. You can see like a bunch of the enemies frozen in the ice. That's a nice.
Yeah, that's sick as hell.
That is a nice touch. I finally got the best weapon in the game.
Nice, nice. It only took you almost 3 hours.
Oh yeah. It took me way longer the first time. Wasn't I supposed to come up here?
I bet.
Well,
but yeah, so.
Well, the first time I played this, it had been years. So the first time I tried streaming it anyway.
The 2000s was an interesting era for just this era. Like, you know, like again, I always say this because I feel like it's obvious. Primal was clearly inspired by Buffy, at least to some extent. Yeah. And I don't think I'm making too big of a stretch by saying that.
No, I don't think so. Uh-oh, the marble's back. We gotta make a run for it. But now we have physics. Go, 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 go. If it were me, I probably would have just, like, slid my way out of here.
Rayman 2 head ass.
Yeah, I love Rayman 2. That's like...
Yeah, so you know exactly what I'm referring to. Cavern of Dreams type shit.
Yeah. That's like legit one of my favorite games ever made.
I think it's on sale on GOG right now. I imagine you already, but you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on sale on GOG right now.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to look for that. Will it let me use my controller though, or do I have to use mouse and keyboard for it?
Should.
I hope so, cause...
It should allow controller support. Rayman 2 has so many versions, including an impossible to 100% 3DS port.
I have that port. It was
Then you know why it's a hub.
Yeah.
It's entirely because they forgot to give trampoline physics to one trampoline, so you can't get one collectible. Yeah. So it's just impossible. It's really funny.
Yeah, you think they would have patched that or something, but...
Even Space Station, Silicon Valley type beat.
Yeah. I have that game too. I think I have my physical copy of it somewhere around here.
Nice.
Yeah. Childhood game.
Why? Wonderland is severely damaged. You must set
You know who developed that game?
I barely recognize this terrible place.
Wasn't it DMA Design?
Yep. And then they would go on to make a little indie title. You may have heard of it, called Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yep. That's them.
You've started to rebuild. Your task, however, and your pain are not over.
They also did Body Harvest on the N64 as well.
Yeah, they did.
Because your mind is fouled by self-deception. Even your fantasies have fragmented into tortured versions
There's
of
Caterpillar.
themselves. You are racked with...
Yeah, where he just sort of plays armchair therapist to Alice real quick.
Yeah. Of a life alone.
What do you think I must do?
Destroy the Queen of Hearts. Wonderland and your entire world can become whole again. I need to rest now. You need to regain your human size. Grow up, Alice. Embrace the truth. Travel to the fungiferous forest.
Fungiferous.
Now, and nibble from the
what a word.
Life. Take great care. The voracious centipede jealously guards it and rules over what...
Cadicarus!
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, I know. Great.
The portal shows up on one side, but not the other. Whoa, hello. What's that? Alright, so... Oh, I love the music in this level. Yeah, Stop Me If You Heard
Oh
it
yeah,
before.
it's so fucking peak, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna save here. Alrighty, so we've been going for about 3 hours now. That might be a good place, because it's 12:30 over here. I got a few things I gotta take care of. So I think we will set this down for now and come back to this at a future undisclosed date. What's up?
don't. I would like you. Do you have the ability to raid into another stream?
I don't know. Do I? I have no idea.
Let me look up the raid command real quick.
All right.
Because like this is something. I'm just gonna ask you to like copy something I'm writing. Basically,
No.
it helps other streamers, and it also helps you. It's like a whole thing.
Okay.
So let's try this.
All right.
Just put it in chat. If you can raid, then it should have that command.
Yep. It says the raid has been.
All right.
All right. Let's see what that does.
So, one sec. Let me tell everyone what I need to say before you raid in.
All right.
Remember, everyone, once you're there, make sure to refresh the page so your view counts for the new stream. And also, thank you all for coming out and joining us. Until next time.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for showing this. You all made it a whole lot more fun for me.
May your hearts be your guiding keys. Bye-bye.
See you.